Hi everyone, I'm Shannon with Travis Credit Union, and welcome to our Strengthening Your Financial Foundation in the Time of COVID-19 series, in partnership with Solano Public Health. We are regularly sharing new financial tips to help you navigate this new reality and give you greater peace of mind, so make sure to check back for future updates. This week, we will focus on where our money is going. Now, millions of Americans have been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic, with more than 17 million unemployed as of June. When income declines and the cost of living remains the same, this can inevitably create budget shortfalls. During such an unexpected financial episode, it is more important than ever to turn your focus on what you can control, and that starts with a budget. When considering your personal budget, it is important to practice a zero-based budget. A zero-based budget means that every dollar is given a purpose at the beginning of the month, so that there are $0 left uncommitted. However, many Americans may not have enough monthly income at this time to cover all of their typical expenses. That's where budget prioritization comes into play, starting with the 4 walls of living: food, shelter, transportation, and clothing. These are the basic necessities that should take first priority when you are deciding how to spend your income. We know these are tough times and folks are facing many challenges. There are local resources to assist with these basic needs or 4 walls in Solano County, and we'll share ways to get connected at the end of this video. We'll also go more into housing and food assistance in next week's video. Now, if this is the first time you are considering a budget, and the task of building one from scratch seems daunting, don't worry. The following 5-step budget plan will make the process simple and put your mind at ease. Step 1. Identify your monthly income. Calculate every source of income that you are currently receiving so that you know how much you have to spend. Step 2. Identify necessary monthly expenses. Strip your monthly spending down to the bare bones of the 4 walls of living, as well as other vital expenses, such as utilities and insurance. This will leave you with a dollar amount representing the minimum amount of money needed to cover your necessary expenses. Step 3. Determine a spending plan. Now it's time for the heavy lifting. Compare your current monthly income with the amount needed to pay for the basic necessities. If after doing so, there is still income left over, you can begin to consider other secondary expenses, such as reestablishing an emergency savings fund, as well as leisure and entertainment spending. During this process, you may discover certain monthly expenses that were sustainable prior to the pandemic, such as streaming services, eating out, or vacations, may need to be temporarily suspended until income returns to prior levels. Step 4. Establish a system to track your spending. Plain and simple, this requires using a method to track your spending, so you can ensure you are sticking to the plan you set in Step 3. You can utilize many tools to accomplish this, including the pen and paper method, computer applications such as Excel, smartphone apps, and even online banking platforms, such as My Insight, which is offered for free to Travis Credit Union members. Step 5. Review and revise as needed. Going forward, you may need to fine-tune your budget. It may be that once you are tracking your spending, you realize you underestimated or even overestimated the amount of funds needed to cover a specific expense, or your income may have changed from the prior month and you need to rebalance your expenses. Either way, it is important to set aside some time each month to review your budget and ensure it still fits with your financial situation. To learn more about how to navigate your financial situation during this pandemic, please visit www.traviscu.org/webinars for access to free, live, and on-demand content. Additionally, if you are looking for more information on COVID-19 numbers, community resources, and health guidance in Solano County, please follow Solano Public Health on Facebook and Instagram, and check out the Solano Public Health Department website at solanocounty.com/COVID-19. On this page, the Community Resources button links to the information and services for stress and coping. along with a variety of resources for seniors, workers and employers, local food access, healthcare and basic needs assistance, families, immigrant communities, and unhoused individuals. This information is all available in both English and Spanish. We hope that this information proves to be impactful in your financial life. As a reminder, COVID-19 cases in Solano County have been increasing, and being in contact with more people increases the risk of spread for yourself and those you care about. Additionally, many people with COVID-19 do not show symptoms, but can still spread the disease to others. That's why it is vital we practice 6 feet of social distancing in any social settings, don't gather in enclosed spaces, frequently wash our hands for at least 20 seconds, and wear a face covering when we are outside of our places of dwelling. Note that masks with vents or valves are strongly discouraged because they propel your breath outward, which could expose those around you. Keep an eye out for the next COVID-19 financial wellness tip. Be safe and be well.